So begin by finding a steady, easy seat, whatever that is for you. You can sit on blankets, a bolster, a chair. You could sit on a block. You could sit in Virasana, Swastikasana, Sukhasana, or if you really want to go for it, Padmasana, or just Ardha Padmasana, half lotus pose. Whatever seat you choose, make sure that you can really lift up through the side waist, press down through the sit bones in the feet, and feel that your chest is on the rise. And then recede the face, take the face lightly in towards the back of the skull, lift up through the back of the neck, and take your tailbone a little bit more towards the earth. So we're moving into interoception here, that ability to feel our own bodies, to go even deeper past the surface of the skin into the musculature, to feel the bones, to feel the organs, the fluids, the blood. The organ that we're most concerned with today is the heart. So take the left hand onto the heart and the right hand over the left, and have a sense of really lifting that heart space up into your hands, and let the hands gently feel what is happening in your heart. Can you feel your heart beat? And then can you go a little deeper to feel the emotional experience of the heart? And allow all of it to be there, not just the feelings that feel good, like joy and peace and love. Allow there to be anger, fear, sadness. Yoga holds space for all feelings. And at the same time, we know we are not our feelings, but we do pay attention to them and have important information for us about ourselves, oftentimes about our own egos. Right? We feel fear out of trying to protect ourselves. Anger. We want to be safe. If you think about the times when you feel scared or angry, it's often because you don't feel safe or you feel separate, disconnected. And then on the next inhale, open those arms out wide, reach from the center chest out through the arms into the fingers. Take another few breaths here, moving into all nostril breathing if you can. Soft, easy breath. Just reaching out to allow all that is in your life and in this world to be received. And then on an exhale, we'll say an Om together, that pranic roar that the yogis believe brought this world into being, and that holds all the sounds of the universe. So one more deep inhale through the nose. Om. Bringing it all back into that heart space. And set your intention for your practice today. And maybe this will be your intention for the year. So rather than setting resolutions or making resolutions, We're here to undo, to unmake, to deconstruct. So just have an intention. I am present. I am love. Whatever comes up for you. And then come down onto your back into constructive rest. Walk the feet out towards the edges of the mat and let the thighs and the knees come together. Rest the back of the head into the mat. And as you're here, scoop the buttocks under, lengthen the tailbone away from you. Let the shoulder blades walk away from the spine, creating more space in that upper back. And take, again, the left hand to your heart, but now take the right hand to the belly. And simply rest here for a moment. Breathing in and breathing out through the nose. Soft, easy breath. Feel the soles of the feet dropping in towards the earth. Let them be heavy. Let those inner thighs spiral away from the groin, moving towards the feet, towards the earth. And on the exhalations, lift up through the pelvic floor, lift up through the low belly. Emphasize that exhalation, letting go of all the things that you would like to release, to undo, to unmake. That exhalation really holding the energy of Shiva, the energy of yoga, the purification that comes when we distill ourselves down to the essence, when we can tame the ego. And yes, we can be angry. Yes, we can be scared. We can be sad, but we are not ruled by those feelings. And then release the hands out and down. Palms can face up or down. It's up to you. And bring the thighs and knees apart. Deep inhale here. And exhale, drop both knees over to the right. Keep the feet wide apart here. Inhale back through center. Exhale, both knees over to the left. So the first couple, inhale back through center, exhale to the right. Simply notice what you feel. Are there places that feel a little stuck? Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Places that feel a little tight, but also what feels open. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. And now start to bring the feet a little more into it. Press to the outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot. Inhale through center. Make sure you really come across the whole sole of each foot. Exhale to the left. Press to the outer edge of the left foot, inner edge of the right foot. Notice what these small actions of connecting down through the feet do for your hips. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the right. And make sure you get the whole sole at some point there. And stay here for a breath or two. Really press to the inner edge of the right foot. Outer edge of the right foot. Inner edge of the left foot. And take that left glute, engage it, move it to the right. Let that left hip flexor really open and feel the rotation through the rib cage and anchor down through that left shoulder, left arm, so that even though we're really focusing on the lower body here, you can also feel some opening through the upper body, especially through that heart space. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale over to the left. Press the inner edge of the right foot down, outer edge of the left foot down, and engage that right glute. Take that right buttock over to the left. And again, notice what this does for the whole posture. Anchoring down for that right shoulder, that right arm. That interoception, allowing you to feel what's inside of you, what's happening with your musculature. And then inhale, come back through center. Exhale, walk the feet in just a little bit. Have the feeling that your hip points, your knees, your ankles, your feet are all in one line. And then probably for most of us, you'll walk the heels in a little bit towards the hips. Shift the buttocks towards the heels, unless you're super bendy through the knees, and then you might get too close. The point is that as we inhale and press down to come up, we want to feel as if those knees are stacking right over the ankles. And then exhale, lower down, lengthen the tailbone away from you. And then if you like, as you inhale, press down into the feet, press down into those big toe mounds. You can also take those arms up and over, all the way back to the floor behind you if you like. And then exhale, bring the arms back up to the sky, then down by the hips. Try to have the hips and the hands meet on the mat at the same time. And keep going. We'll do 3 more. Inhale. Lift the back of the heart in towards the front of the heart towards the chin. Exhale, lower down vertebra by vertebra. Lengthen that tailbone away from you. Press the low back into the mat. You should feel your low belly engage, and also bring that pelvic floor up towards the low belly. And 3 more. Inhale, reach the knees away from you. Pull the heels towards you, arms overhead or not. Exhale, lower down. Resist gravity as you lower down. Lengthen the tailbone. Lift up through the pelvic floor. Low belly to low back to the mat. All right, I'll stop cueing you. Just enjoy it. Inhale, open, open, open. Lengthen. Exhale. Come back to the earth. Inhale, expand. Exhale. A sense of settling in, contracting. Inhale here. Exhale, pull those knees in towards you. Give them a big hug, holding on to whatever you can, knees, shins, backs of thighs. And just rock gently side to side, holding on to yourself, giving yourself a little love. And then you can roll over to one side or come with me. Inhale, rock up. Exhale, back. Inhale up. We want to rock and roll right till the end. So if you can, do that. Nothing wrong with just rolling over to one side, though. That's also fine. In any case, find your way onto hands and knees, tabletop position. And let's start with simply circling the body around. So inhale, come forward a little. Exhale, veer over to the right, taking that right sit bone back to the right heel, and then move over to the left. Come around and up the left side. Inhale, exhale. And 3 more. We're exhaling back, lowering down. Inhale, coming forward, lifting up. And think again about the heart. So as you inhale, really pull that heart forward. And as you exhale, let the back of the heart truly open. Create space there. 1 more. And then we'll change direction. Exhale back, over to the left, over to the right. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, circle to the left. Feel that upper back spacious. And a couple more. Last one, inhale forward. Exhale, reach it back. And then reestablish that tabletop position. And we'll inhale, take the sole of the right foot up to the sky. Flex the foot a little bit, feel that right glute engage, right hamstring engage. And then exhale, straighten the leg out, tuck the toes under, toes on the mat, and pull that left knee in towards you. And try to reach your forehead or your nose to that left knee and pull that left heel up into the left butt. So if that's all too much for you, just do your regular cats and cows. That's fine too. But otherwise, come with me. We're going to do 5 on each side. Inhale, look forward, reach that foot up to the sky, reach the heart forward, tailbone back. Exhale, plant the right toes, pull the left knee in. Hug it in. Again, that opening of the back of the heart as you press down to lift up and away. Inhale, open that front body. Exhale, tuck it in. 2 more. Inhale. Try to keep the tailbone long even as you do the back bend. Exhale. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, back bend. Exhale. Tuck it in, lift up, press away. And release. And just feel the energy in the body. Asana means to balance the energy in the body. So that's what we're working on now. And then we'll inhale, sole the left foot to the sky, look up, gaze forward. Exhale, toes tuck under, right knee comes in, you lift away from the earth. And 4 more. Inhale, expanding through the front body, contracting through the back body. Exhale, contract through the front body, open through the back body. Inhale. Exhale. So having that conversation between the front body and the back body. 2 more. Inhale. That front body is your individual self. That back body, the universal self. So let them work together. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And again, just have a moment of being in tabletop position. And then stretch that right leg back behind you. Exhale, fold the knee and try to bring that right knee towards the right armpit. Inhale, reach the leg back and over to the left, turn and look. So do this very gently. You're involving your cervical spine here. Inhale, sorry, this is an exhale. Exhale, turn to the right, look at your right knee, pull it towards the right armpit, and then slowly open that right side body, toes on the floor, gaze towards your right toes as you look to the left. And again, we're going to try to do 5 today of everything, so that's our magic number. Exhale, contract the right side body. Inhale, expand, lengthen, keep lifting up through the low belly, pulling the pelvic floor in and up. And 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So, just If there are things that you're finding difficult, just do what you can. You can modify always. And then bring that right leg back behind you and float it up. Feel that your right glute, right hamstring engages. Toes point down, reach back through the right heel, lift through the low belly, lengthen the tailbone away from you, point the nose straight down, and if it's available, let that left arm come up alongside your ear. Balancing tabletop position. Keep lifting that low belly towards the low back. It's going to try to be lazy here, but if you can engage the core, it will help you with your balance. So we're moving a little bit now from not just interoception, you still want to feel what's happening inside your own body, but now we have to focus a little bit more using our proprioceptive abilities. Left hand down, right knee down. Inhale, left leg back behind you. Feel that left glute, left hamstring engage. Spin that inner left thigh up to the sky. Nose points down. And again, we'll work gently with the cervical spine here as well. Next, exhale. Pull that left knee towards the left armpit. Look. Gently turning the cervical spine. Inhale. Reach the left toes over to the right. Place them on the floor. Turn and look at your left toes, or at least towards them. And 4 more. Exhale, contract the left side body. Open that outer left hip. It's strengthening and opening at the same time. Inhale, open. Lengthen through that left side body. 3 more. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Keep reaching the heart forward. But feel there's a little more opening in the back of the heart on the exhale. And inhale, a little more pulling forward of the front of the heart. Exhale. Inhale. And last one. Exhale. Inhale. I might have done a bonus one in there. I can't always keep track of my counting that well, and I'm also teaching. And then next inhale, bring it back. Float it up. Spin that inner left side to the sky. Toes point down. Nose points down. Make sure the back of the neck is long. Lift up through the low belly. There's plenty of work and balance going on here. Gaze down at the earth. But if you like, bring that right arm up alongside your ear. Reach forward through those right fingers. Back through that left heel. Lift the low belly up towards the low back. Yes. Right hand down, left knee down. And then walk the knees back a little. Maybe walk the hands apart a little so that you can come down. Lower the pelvis down. Keep the heart moving forward. It's not so much about up as forward. Hug the elbows in. Pull the shoulders out of the ears. Reach back through the toes, the tailbone. Press the pelvis, the pubic bone down into the earth. Inhale here. Elbows back, heart forward. Exhale. Don't go all the way back into a child's pose, just more of a puppy pose. Really lift that low belly towards the low back. Open up across the upper back. Inhale. Settle the pelvis down. Pull the heart forward. Really pull the back of the heart into the front of the heart and spread across the chest. And 3 more. Exhale, puppy. Inhale, cobra. Bhujangasana. Make sure you hug those elbows in, shoulders out of the ears. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale, pull it forward. Open that front body. Exhale. Send it back, not all the way back, but enough so you can really feel the back body open. Inhale, expanding, lengthening, reaching in both directions, forward and back. Exhale, lifting that front body into the back body. Bottom of that exhale, tuck the toes under, come up to downward facing dog. Lift the hip creases up, send the sit bones back. Take those inner thighs back. Engage the quadriceps to lift the kneecaps up. And if your heels can't reach the mat, that's okay. Just drop them towards the earth. And bring the upper spine into the body. Let the heart melt towards the mat. Fingers strong. Low belly to low back. And then walk the feet towards the hands. Try to come towards the top of the mat. Inhale, pull that heart forward. Be wide across the collarbones, shoulders out of the ears. Hands reach back. Exhale, fold in any amount. So that might just be a micro movement because we want to keep the back flat and the spine long, especially keep the back of the neck long. So inhale, space. Exhale, only insofar as you don't swallow up the front body. Make sure there's still space there. And 3 more. Inhale, lengthen through the back of the neck. Lengthen through the side body, low belly lifting. Exhale, hollow that belly. Hold in any amount. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen through the side waist. Exhale, spin those inner thighs back. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Next, inhale, sweep the arms out or in front of you, but come on up. Long spine, flat back. Reach those fingers to the sky. Tuck those front low ribs in. Tailbone long. Thighs back, glutes forward. Tighten through the elbows. Long through the wrists. And exhale, palms together. Pull it down to the center of the chest. And from here, step that left foot back. Take a generous step, as much space as you comfortably can between the front foot and the back foot. And then inhale, arms up alongside your ears. If that means you need to be in more of a V shape with the arms, that's fine. The important thing is that there's a one plane between your arms and your ears. And then on your next exhale, stay in the back leg, press to that left heel. Try not to come forward at all. You will a little bit, but try to just let that right knee slide forward and you sit down. So you're sliding down rather than leaning forward. If anything, lean back. Beautiful. And then we'll inhale, circle the arms back as far as you can. Gather up the year 2024. Woo! It was really something. Exhale, reach forward. So we're moving back and forth, but we're staying in the present. So really stay in those feet, stay in those legs. And 4 more. Inhale, gather it up. Exhale, offer it forward, lift that low belly away from that right thigh. And 3 more. Inhale, open the front of the heart. Exhale, lengthen through the back of the heart. Inhale, expand, receive. Exhale, contract, release. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And stay here. You can grab the blocks or hands on the mat. Take the left heel up, left toes under. Go back a little and step that left foot forward. Inhale, sweep it up, circle to the sky. Exhale, pull it down to the center of the chest. Inhale, chest on the rise, low ribs tucking in, low belly lifting. And exhale, step that right foot back as far as you comfortably can. Be in that back leg. So use the strength of the front leg to press you into the back leg. Inhale, arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, left knee slides forward. But you don't go forward, you slide down towards the earth. But keep lifting through that low belly, lifting through the heart. Next inhale, gather it up. Exhale, offer it forward. Inhale. Exhale, lift the low belly away from that left thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Reach. Inhale, open it. Exhale again, don't move the pelvis. Legs are steady. Just moving from the hips on up. Reach forward, reach back, lift up and in. And then hands to the mat. Right toes tucked under, right heel comes up. And move back to step forward. Exhale. Just be with the empty breath here in a forward fold for as long as you comfortably can. Hug the outer ankle in. Lift the inner ankle up. Lift from the inner knee to the inner groin. Be with that empty breath. Inhale as you're ready. Reach it up. Exhale. Back to the center of the chest. And then turn to face the long edge of your mat. Right foot out. Left foot in. And really press that right hip forward, left hip back. Make sure the right foot is 90 degrees out to the right and the left heel is bumped back a little behind the left toes. So you should feel, in order to get these hips square with these asymmetrical legs, that you've got to engage your quads, your glutes, and then lift up through the low belly, pulling the pelvic floor up as well. And let the shoulders drop down the back. And see if you can just float those arms up. Reach out. Gaze out over that right arm, right fingers. So warrior two, which is what we're coming into, is after you've pulled the arrow. So you've aimed your intention out into the world. But let's just take a moment here and look back. So again, gentle turn of the cervical spine. Don't look back quickly. Look back slowly. Look at that back wing. Make sure it's not droopy. Reach through those left fingers. And just see what comes up for you most in terms of 2024. What happened? Not necessarily in the world. We know a lot happened in the world. But what happened inside of you? So again, we're still with interoception. You're feeling all of this, I hope. But we're also starting to really shift towards gazing. What is your focal point? And then slowly turning, looking forward again towards 2025. What's your intention? What's your aim? And now again, we'll let the knee slide forward, but you don't go forward. You slide down. Knee slides forward. Back legs strong and long. Beautiful. So we'll look straight ahead. We'll be centered. But again, we'll have this sense of reaching out, palms forward, arms reach back. And on the exhale, pull it in towards that heart space. Inhale, open it. Exhale, close it. And 3 more. Try to keep that low body still. Core strong. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Really press the arms back. Let the shoulder blades come in towards the spine. Exhale. Feel the back of the heart open more. Last one. Inhale. Gazing forward. Exhale. Pull it in. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, turn on your tightrope. Left foot out. Right foot slightly in. Press that right hip back. Left hip forward. Glutes engaged. Quads engaged. Lift up through the low belly. Arms reach out. Slide that left knee forward. But you don't slide forward. You just lower down. Back leg long and strong. And look out over those left fingers. What is your intention? Where have you aimed it? And then very slowly be kind to your cervical spine as you turn and look back. Right? The view, the perspective is different this time, isn't it? You're not feeling or seeing quite the same things looking back from this direction. And then again, we'll come back to center, gazing out in front of you. Palms face forward, arms reach back. This is your inhale. Exhale, pull it in. Tailbone long, low belly lifting. Inhale, open it. Exhale, close it. Keep those legs strong. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze steady, breath soft and easy. And I lost count, so this might be extra. That's okay. 1 for good measure. Exhale. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale. All 10 toes straight ahead. Press to the outer edges of the feet. Press the thighs back, glutes forward. Drop that tailbone, lift that belly. Chest on the rise, but shoulders relaxed. Exhale. Don't let the hips kick back. Let your heart come forward. Collarbones wide, sideways long, whatever you can reach. Shins, blocks. Come into your fullest expression of forward fold. Gazing back behind you. Pressing down into the feet to lift up through the inner line of the leg. The inner line of our limbs is that more feminine energy, that more yin energy. And then the outer is that more masculine, yang energy. So get space in that inner line and contract a little in that outer line. And again, that conversation between the front body and the back body. Inhale, spread across the chest. Exhale, open across the upper back. And as you're ready, inhale, float up halfway. Exhale, you can heel and toe in a bit, hands on the hips. And inhale, let your heart lead as you come back up. And then step the feet together. Find your drishti, your gaze, your focal point, about 5 to 6 feet out in front of you on the floor. And we'll come through a couple of balancing poses. If you just want to stay with crane, that's fine. Strengthen that right leg, right thigh back, right glute forward. Lift up out of this right hip, core engaged. And let the left leg just kickstand. Notice right away you're going to try to drop into that right hip. Keep lifting up and out of it. The more you press down through the sole of the foot, the more you can lift up away from the earth. The more planted you are, the more lifted you are. And let that, this could be your pose. Just keeping the toes down. Or you can take the knee up, take the foot out ahead of the knee. Be in crane. Find your arms that are right for you. Overhead, heart out. And then if you like, Try not to move the left hip at all. Just open the inner line of that left leg. We really prepped for this with our warrior two. And again, you want to lift up out of this right hip, press to the outer edge of the left foot. So press that left foot into your thigh or your calf as much as you're pressing that right foot into the earth. And be in tree pose. Again, whichever arms serve you best, help you with your balance, maintain your drishti. And then if you like, you can bring that left leg forward, bend the right knee a little, lift this up high. You want to cross up as high as you can for Garudasana, eagle pose. And then open the arms. You could do Garudasana in chair pose, that's fine too. But if you want to cross the legs over, it's a balancing challenge. And we know we need our balance now. And then the right arm over the left, and you can just give yourself a hug, maintain that gaze, or cross the wrists, face the palms, and here you'll have to have a wide gaze, right eye to the right, left eye to the left. This will really help you with balance. And then release, maybe kick it out, however you want to come out of whatever balancing pose you were in. Be in mountain pose for a moment. Hug those outer hips in. Press down into the four corners of the feet. Lift up from pubis to sternum. Don't let the ribs pop out. So that core is strong. Strengthen that left leg, left thigh back, left glute forward. Little kickstand in your right leg. Again, notice you try to sink into that left hip, lift up out of it, hug that other left hip in. This can be your pose. Find the arms of your choice, or you can come through the crane with the foot floating out in front of the knee, or into tree. Whatever you choose, be there for a breath or two. Choose something that allows you to feel stable, have a steady gaze, soft, easy breath. And then if you like, you can kind of shift, left knee bends, right foot, right leg comes over, or you could just come into chair pose. Arms out, left arm over, cross the wrists, face the palms, or just give yourself a hug. And if you are doing the arms, lift the elbows up, wrists away from you, shoulders down. Breathe into the back of the heart. Right eye to the right, left eye to the left. And then whatever you were in, find your way out. Back to mountain pose. And then stepping back up to the front of the mat. Inhale, circle it up. Exhale, pull it down the center line, long spine, flat back, hinging at the hips, touch the earth. Inhale, float up. Exhale, just halfway. And step the feet back to downward facing dog. Inhale, knees come down. Exhale. Find your way into a seated position. So feel free to sit on a couple of blankets if you need that. Tent the fingers behind you, thumbs forward, fingers back. Inhale. Knees reach away from that inner groin. Lift from pubis to sternum. Exhale. Keep the hands reaching back. This will keep you honest as you come into your forward fold. Let those hips open. Keep the heart spacious. Don't swallow up the front body. Focus on the exhalation, lifting the low belly towards the ribs, towards the low back, emptying the breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, rock back. Other ankle in front. Inhale, get that space in the front body. Exhale, maintain it. And again, a few breaths here. Flex the feet. Sit bones reach down and back, heart wide, reaching forward. And inhale, come up. Exhale, move that right knee over to the right. Keep this right leg folded. Oh no, I'm sorry, I want to do the left leg folded, right leg first. So this is a little bit of a twist, Janusarsasana. And we always want to twist a little bit towards the right first, if we can. It's not really that big of a deal, but traditionally. So really pull that left heel in towards the pubic bone and reach that outer left hip down and back. As you come forward, it's going to try to come with you, but the more you can keep that anchored, the more honest you'll be and the more leverage you'll have. So keep that reaching back and down. Try to lengthen through the side waist. There's a little twist here. Right ribs turn a little to the right and the left ribs come around a little bit. You're trying to aim your heart towards your toes. So don't think about your head getting to your leg. Think about keeping space in the front body. Press those legs down, back of the right leg, outer line of the left leg. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Soften the chin in towards the throat. Keep lifting up through the low belly, the pelvic floor. Inhale to come up and out. Exhale, stretch the left leg out. Inhale, Dandasana, staff pose. Exhale, bend that right knee. Try not to jerk on your ankle. Instead, shift your pubis towards the foot. I'm not sure if I'm in the camera right now. Let me get that. Okay. And then again, little twist. Bring those right ribs forward, left ribs back. And think about the heart coming forward, shoulders stay wide, back of the neck long. And so there's some reaching forward through the crown of the head as well. If you want to hold on to your leg, that's okay. I like to do the outrigger hands just to keep that opening in the chest. And then think about really lifting and lengthening through the side body. But again, keep that right hip moving down and back. Right ribs towards left leg. Outer line of the right leg presses down. Back of the left leg presses down. Inhale to come up and up. And exhale, just find a comfortable seat. Again, you can sit on some blankets. You can sit on a bolster. You can sit on a chair. You could even lie down if you like. If that's what you need to do at this point, feel free. Close your eyes, back to interoception, gazing inwards, listening deeply for that small, still voice within. So often we miss it completely because we're so externally stimulated and focused. And we do want to know what is going on in the world, but it may be more important to know what's going on inside of you. So make sure you take time for that. And for this moment, allow fear or anger or sadness to arise. You don't have to figure out exactly what it is that you're afraid of or sad or angry about, but maybe you do know that, and that's very clear. So whatever it is, known or unknown, the important thing is let one of those feelings come up. We want to just focus on one at a time. It can be overwhelming to do everything all at once. In fact, we just can't do everything all at once. So just one feeling that seems to dominate. And breathing with the mouth closed, so nostril breathing, allow that inhalation to actually really pull that feeling deeper into the heart, both the back of the heart, all the way, in both the front of the heart and all the way into the back of the heart. So breathe it in, breathe it in. And then as you exhale through your nose or your mouth, you could exhale through your mouth with this exercise if you like. Just let it out slowly. We want that exhale to be slower, longer than the inhale. And you're going to breathe that fear, sadness, or anger out through the back of the heart. And then watch it recede like the wake of a boat receding into the distance behind you. So a few more breaths like that. Inhale. Fear, sadness, anger, known or unknown as to the source. Exhale. Breathe it out through the back of the heart. Let it recede into the distance behind you. And a couple more. Let it in, let it in, let it in. And then let it go, let it go, let it go. Imagine the wake of the boat behind you. And then shifting just for a moment to noticing if this fear, this anger, this sadness has served you in some way. Is there something about it that was protective, that motivated you, that helped you in some way? So having compassion towards our own emotional experiences, and at the same time, continuing to let it go. And if you can, even though it may have served you, protected you in some way, if you can let it go, if you can soften, what might happen then? Was there something around the ego that was holding on to those feelings? Is there a way for the ego to feel safe without those feelings? Maybe not. It's an experiment, an exploration, a discovery. But if you are able to let go of the feeling, whichever one you chose to work with, what might fill that space? Would there be more love, more joy, more peace, more trust? What might come in? So the feelings are temporary, they're transient. In the bigger scheme of things, they sometimes feel overwhelming, but they're actually very fleeting if you get that broad perspective. Whereas love, peace, joy, trust, those are states of being, contentment. We can cultivate this. This doesn't mean to deny, minimize, or look away from things that feel negative or painful, hard, difficult, stressful. No, we need to acknowledge that. But can we keep this other space where contentment, joy, love, and peace abide? So find your way into Shavasana. If you aren't already lying down, lie down. Stretch those legs out. Make sure the feet are at least a foot apart from each other. Reach the arms down. Walk the shoulder blades out and down. Reach through those arms. Reach through those legs. And then let it go. Just let everything drop into the earth. Back, body heavy. your organs, your tissues, your muscles, your bones, all dropping into that back body. The earth holding your back body, the back body holding your insides. And then let that front body also drop downwards. Give in to gravity. Let the breath rest. Allow your natural, unconditioned breath to unmake, to undo, to deconstruct. So that you can drop into the essence of who you are, just distilling all the way down to the essence. The part of you that doesn't do anything. The part of you that observes, is present, centered, but engaged, but boundaried, engaged with boundaries. And then start to make some little movements. Toes, fingers, ankles, wrists, knees, elbows. Pencil stretch if you like. Expand, expand, expand. And exhale, pull those knees in, coming back to that. Hold on to yourself. Tucking in, curling in. And then rolling over onto your right side, pausing here in the fetal position for a breath or two. And looking down, pressing down to lift up, coming around. Be in that seated position. Allow the palms to float up and meet at the center of the chest. Press the thumbs into the chest. Other four fingers together. And moving from the base of the sternum. So thumbs in the heart, heel of the hand in the base of the sternum. Thumbs to the heart, four fingers moving from the sternum. So making this connection between our loving hearts and that solar plexus, the place where we interact with the world, engage with the world. Inhale, open wide. Oh. Inhale, lift your heart a little higher. Exhale, keep the heart lifted, but bow the chin in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May you be free from suffering. May you live with ease. Namaste.